Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going into one of the most common questions: how to know if you've met your twin flame. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on life-changing content like today's topic. We all have heard of soulmates and maybe even karmic relationships. With the internet full of misleading information and romanticized notions, it's easy to get confused. That's why today, we're diving deep into the authentic signs you've met your twin flame. We're not just talking about the fluffy union energy or the overly dramatized love stories. We're getting into the raw, intense, and sometimes painful truths that characterize these profound connections. This video aims to guide you through the emotional roller coaster that is a twin flame relationship, helping you sift through the misconceptions and get to the reality of what it's like to meet your other self. Stick around because we'll go through the 5 definitive signs that prove you've met your twin flame and how this experience is far more than just a trendy term. It's a transformative spiritual journey. Let's get into it. Alright, so let's dive into the first major sign you've met your twin flame: emotional intensity and obsessive behavior. Now, we've all had relationships that make our hearts race, right? But when you meet your twin flame, it's like your emotional dial is not just turned up, it's blasted through the roof. We're talking about feelings so powerful that they consume your every waking moment. Imagine waking up in the morning and the very first thing on your mind is this person. And not just in a "I wonder how they're doing" kind of way, but more like a "I can't stop thinking about them and it's driving me nuts" level of intensity. But it's not just emotional, it's also obsessive. Checking their social media becomes a ritual. You might find yourself scrolling through their photos at odd hours, rereading your chat history, and even planning out future conversations in your head. It's like your mind is stuck in this loop where everything revolves around them. And here's the kicker: the emotional intensity isn't always positive. There might be days when you experience extreme highs, feeling like you're floating on a cloud, followed by soul-crushing lows that make you wonder what the meaning of life is. It's a wild ride, to say the least. If you're finding that you're experiencing uncontrollable emotions to the point where you're hyperventilating, crying, or even slipping into a state of depression, that's a strong indicator that you've entered twin flame territory. This isn't just puppy love or a fleeting crush. This is something deep, raw, and transformative. And it's a sign that you're on a path to something much bigger, which leads us to our next sign. So, moving on to the second unmistakable sign that you've met your twin flame: immediate chemistry and inexplicable familiarity paired with energized doubt. From the moment you meet, it's like fireworks. There's this inexplicable connection that goes beyond surface-level attraction. It's your soul recognizing itself through the two of you. Some people even describe it as feeling like coming home. But here's where it gets intriguing. Alongside this magnetic pull, there's also doubt. Lots of it. You might wonder, is this too good to be true? Or, why am I feeling this way? Am I making this up? The relationship stirs up insecurities, fears, and questions you may have never confronted before. Unlike other relationships where doubt is often a red flag, in a twin flame relationship, this doubt serves a purpose. It energizes you to dig deeper within yourself, pushing you towards significant personal growth. This combination of immediate chemistry with energized doubt is what sets twin flame connections apart from other relationships you've had. It's not just about the magnetic attraction, it's about a connection that challenges you emotionally and spiritually, and that's where its transformative power lies. So, if you're experiencing an almost supernatural attraction to someone, but are also questioning it like you've never questioned anything before, you're likely dealing with a twin flame scenario. This isn't your usual love at first sight. This is something more intense and complicated, pushing you out of your comfort zone and into a realm of deep introspection. Stay tuned, as up next we have another incredibly compelling sign to talk about. Alright, let's dive into the third sign that you've met your twin flame: signs, coincidences, and synchronicities. Now, some of you might be skeptical about this, and that's completely fine. But hear me out. When you're in a twin flame relationship, the universe seems to speak to you in ways that are too uncanny to ignore. You start noticing repeating numbers like 1111 on the clock way more often than could be mere coincidence. Have you ever had moments where you're thinking about them, and suddenly their favorite song comes on the radio? Or maybe you just keep seeing different significant numbers and signals. These aren't mere coincidences, they're synchronicities. They're the universe's way of saying, hey, pay attention, there's something significant happening here. These signs serve a purpose. They aren't just there to make you feel special. They guide you through the roller coaster of emotions and doubts that characterize the twin flame journey. The signs act as anchors, reminding you that there's something deeper at play, something that transcends regular human experience. So why do these signs matter? They matter because they're part of the larger spiritual journey you're on. They offer clues, a sort of spiritual trail leading you to a greater understanding of yourself and your twin flame. These synchronicities serve as little nudges, pushing you to explore the connection further, urging you to engage in self-reflection, and encouraging you to embrace the spiritual growth that comes with this relationship. So, if your experience with your supposed twin flame is filled with these uncanny coincidences, take them as signs that you're on the right path, but don't forget to dig deeper into what they mean. Up next, we're talking about physical symptoms, and trust me, you'll want to hear this. Alright, let's dive into sign 4, physical symptoms. Now, this is where things get really intense. I'm not talking about the butterflies you get in your stomach when you're excited or nervous. This is different, it's much deeper, and for some, it's downright unsettling. When you've met your twin flame, the emotional whirlwind you're in can actually manifest into physical sensations. No, you're not imagining it, it's a real thing. Many report feeling a sharp pain around their heart chakra, right in the middle of their chest, or a swirling sensation in their solar plexus. If you don't know what a chakra is, it's an energy center in your body, and trust me, when you're in a twin flame relationship, you'll get to know them very well. You might even notice weight loss due to the emotional and physical toll this experience takes on you. And let's be clear, this isn't the good kind of weight loss that comes from hitting the gym and eating light. This is the result of stress, sleepless nights, and possibly even forgetting to eat because you're so wrapped up in this chaotic connection. This stage of physical symptoms isn't something that you can easily ignore or shake off. It's as if your body is screaming at you, mirroring the emotional and spiritual changes that are happening deep within you. These sensations aren't just a fluke or a sign of bad health. They're directly connected to the tumultuous emotional states that are unique to twin flame relationships. When you start feeling these physical symptoms, that's your body's way of telling you that this relationship is more than just a fleeting emotion. It's a transformative experience that's affecting you at a cellular level. So if you find yourself experiencing unexplained physical sensations that seem to align with the emotional chaos you're going through, take it as a sign, literally. You're not just connected emotionally or mentally. This connection goes down to the physical and even cellular level. So, we've come to the final and perhaps the most pivotal sign that you've met your twin flame, an innate knowing. Now, you might be wondering, what does that even mean? This knowing is something deep, something that words can't really capture. It's an intuitive conviction that you've met your twin flame, even if you can't logically explain why or how you feel that way. You've gone through emotional intensity, you've experienced the signs and synchronicities, you've felt the physical sensations, but at the end of the day, it all comes down to this unshakable feeling of knowing. It's like the universe is whispering in your ear, affirming that yes, this is your twin flame. It's a connection so deep that it feels as if your souls have met long before your bodies did. It's this knowing that persists even when everything else is falling apart, even when your mind is flooded with doubt and confusion. This is not just infatuation or lust. This knowing persists during the highs and lows, the meetings and separations, and it stays even when your twin flame isn't physically present. It's the calm after the storm, the reassurance in your moments of doubt, and it's what pulls you back when you think of walking away. It is the universe's way of confirming that you and your twin flame are like one being in two bodies, connected not just in this life but in a spiritual realm that transcends our 3D perspectives. So, when you feel this innate knowing, take it seriously. It's not arbitrary. It's the universe aligning you with your deeper spiritual journey. And that, my friends, is the most authentic sign that you've met your twin flame. In conclusion, it's important to remember that recognizing your twin flame is not like ticking boxes off a checklist. While some signs may strongly resonate with you, others may not be as apparent, and that's okay. The essence of a twin flame connection lies in the overall experience and the unique combination of signs that manifest between you and your other self. One notable point to consider is doubt. If you find yourself agonizing over whether the person is truly your twin flame, take a moment to reflect. The sheer intensity of your concern might be one of the most telling signs. If you're genuinely questioning whether someone is your twin flame while experiencing many of these signs, you're likely in a twin flame situation. So, as you ponder the spiritual and personal growth that awaits, remember, your twin flame journey is a holistic experience that transcends a mere list of signs. Invest in yourself, spiritually and personally. Your actions will impact you and your twin flame, who is just you in another body, and potentially affect lifetimes beyond the one you're currently experiencing. Take the first step. Your soul is calling. And that's a wrap for today. If you found this video helpful or intriguing, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. Feel free to drop your thoughts or questions about twin flames in the comments below, and who knows, maybe we'll do a follow-up video addressing those. Until next time, take care.